Welcome to our presentation discussing torpor and hummingbirds. We will be summarizing the article titled Body Size and Environment Influence Both Intraspecific and Interspecific Variation in Daily Torpor Use Across Hummingbirds. Torpor is an animal's ability to lower their body temperature to save energy by slowing their metabolic rate. It is the same as hibernation but for a shorter time period. It is not the same as sleeping, although the bodily functions are similar. To understand the study, the researchers must be aware of the three conditions that other researchers suspect send a hummingbird into torpor. The first condition is the routine hypothesis, which includes immediate surroundings that can initiate torpor despite access to food. The second is the emergency hypothesis, which can be caused by cold temperatures or a lack of resources often related to elevation. Lastly, it is thought that the start of a migratory season, when the average temperatures begin to decrease, can trigger torpor. This is known as the circannual hypothesis. We must also acknowledge that two species with different characteristics are being compared within this article. Calypt anna, which are referred to as Anna's hummingbirds, are a medium-sized bird with an average 4 inches in length. Coelophorus calliope, which are referred to as Calliope's hummingbirds, are slightly smaller, coming in at 3 inches. Anna's hummingbirds weigh more and have a lower surface area to volume ratio than Calliope's hummingbirds. Also, Anna's hummingbirds migrate elevations, whereas Calliope's hummingbirds are latitudinal migrants. The results from this study show that Anna's hummingbirds support all three of the conditions previously highlighted. In regards to Calliope's hummingbirds, they supported the routine hypothesis, but there was no connecting relationship for varying temperatures and times of year. There is a similar pattern between all hummingbirds. They use torpor in a routine to frequency spectrum, meaning that all hummingbirds use torpor, but it is species specific. They can use any combination of the three hypotheses. The researchers also concluded that smaller hummingbirds use torpor more frequently than larger hummingbirds. This is because the energy required to come out of torpor for a larger hummingbird is much more costly than it is for smaller hummingbirds. This can be attributed to the size difference and surface area to volume ratio, allowing the larger species to stay warm longer. However, smaller hummingbirds save less energy during torpor than larger hummingbirds. This may be because the energy difference in and out of torpor for larger species is more drastic than that of its smaller counterparts. Thank you for watching our video on torpor and hummingbirds. Here is our citations page.